long time. Today we're gonna do something completely.
Too much. Oh. Don't combine.
Completely the profile taste.
Wait.
Hey Tomodachis.
Hello, this is Makoto.
And this is Eric.
Yeah, today is a juicy day, right?
Yes, another meaty day, isn't it?
Yeah. Guga Food.
Yes, we've been wanting to look at some new recipes from him.
So we watched already his video.
Yes, we did the dry brine experiment as well as the Uncle Roger MSG steak video.
Okay. So what is today's title?
So today we'll be watching a 24-hour whiskey-aged steak experiment.
Whiskey.
Yes, so that might be...
I can imagine only whiskey with chocolate. No other things.
Or nuts.
Nuts.
But with steak.
Whiskey. Whiskey with steak.
But I know like Fridays they have the Jack Daniel's sauce, right?
Really?
To eat with their steak, yeah.
I've never been there.
But yeah, let's, see what this is like.
Okay.
But before that, if you want to see more content like this, give us a like and subscribe. And let's see what whiskey steak is like.
Okay, let's go. Guga.
These are the steaks we're going to be using for today's experiment. They are two beautiful bone-in ribeyes. At the same time, they are some thick boys.
They
which
are
are
thick.
about 1.5 inches thick. And the marbling on them is quite
Always
impressive.
big.
I cannot stress how important that is. Now, alcohol and steaks are a marriage made in heaven. Since I've started making YouTube channels, I've always tried to put both of them together.
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark.
Dry aging whiskey experiment. The results from that video was extremely surprising. And if you have not seen that video, make sure you check it out later on in the description down
Change
below.
the beat.
But that took a long time. Today we're going to do something completely different.
Like a
And for
beef
that,
jerky,
we're gonna be
right?
eating the style of the
But
chef.
today,
Now,
Jack
honestly,
Daniels.
it doesn't
Jack
matter which
Daniels.
one you like best. If you are a Jack Daniels guy or a Maker's Mark,
どっちか両方やるんだ
will work great if this experiment works. Now,
I
since
think
I have
we
two
have
steaks,
both,
I'm going to be
right?
using
Yes.
one of them to do our experiment with the whiskey. The other one, we're not going to be doing anything at all, and it will be our control steak.
But shall we try
So the
with
first thing to do is to
Yamazaki?
give this steak right here a
Too much.
good
Too
shot.
expensive.
No Yamazaki, no
Wow.
Yamazaki.
ゆっくりやった方がいいよ、山崎だけ。Slowly is expensive. やっべ。
Too much.
やりすぎじゃね？
After fully covering the entire steak with it, you can see that it changed color. It is not only much lighter, but the smell that is coming out of the steak is very strong. This is going to be a good experiment. But now the next thing to do is to go ahead and start the seasoning. And to ensure that the alcohol will penetrate nicely and deeply into the meat, I am going to dry brine it. As you all know, dry brining is a fancy word to say put salt on it and let it rest on your refrigerator overnight. But most importantly, what that does is that it removes moisture from the steak. Once that's done, it liquefies the salt, which in the end, it goes all back into the steak. This entire process is called osmosis, and it is one of the best ways to season a steak. But now that we have the steaks fully covered with the salt, the only thing left to do is to put it on my refrigerator and wait 24 hours.
One day.
It's
Only
perfect
one day.
because it allows me time to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And I think this one will pair nicely with the whiskey steak. And the first thing we need to do is to cook these two beauties. And as you can see, they have a good amount of marbling on them.
Very
as you
nice.
already know, fat is flavor. Now, usually when you cook skirt steaks like this, you cook it hot and fast. However, I'm going to be doing something completely different. We're going to be braising it until it's full of
Olive oil,
hard
Jamie.
tender. So for that, I got my
Really
cast iron
reminds me,
skillet
have
and throw in
this
a little bit
pan.
of avocado oil. Lay down my steak so that I can get a nice sear. To make sure that that happens, once you put it down, do not touch it for at least 1 minute.
Yes.
Once that 1 minute was up, I flipped
Very
it and I
heavy.
got a nice beautiful crust on one side.
Nice color.
And that is why most of us like cast iron skillets. Once I was happy with the crust, I took it out and it was ready for the next step, which is to throw in all of my vegetables. For
looks
today, I
good.
chose onion, celery, and carrots. The only important thing you gotta keep in mind is to make sure every single piece is the same size. That way it will braise evenly. So after throwing them in there, I deglaze the pan. That's just a fancy word to say take all of the goodness that was left behind from the steak. And to do that, as you can see, you just gotta stir it around. For the seasoning, I only threw in salt and freshly ground black pepper, nothing else. Mix it well to make sure every single one of them was perfectly seasoned. Then I added a good amount of tomato paste.
Tomato
This will
paste.
definitely take the taste to the next level. As everything was getting stuck to the pan, once again I deglaze it with a little bit of white wine. Mix it well and let everything cook for about 2 minutes. I wish you could experience how wonderful this smells. Now to make it even more flavorful, I threw in a little bit of soy sauce, followed by Worcestershire, and of course
Worcester
garlic.
sauce.
Mix it well and
Garlic.
let all of those ingredients get to know each other. Now I like to make
Like
a little
a
well for
hamburger
my
sauce.
steaks to be thrown back
Sounds
in.
very
I feel like by doing this you get a
Ah,
much better
I
result.
see,
And
I
of course,
see.
do not forget all of the juices
So
from the pork.
vegetables,
But once that was done,
flavors
the only thing left
go
to do is
into
to
the-
add our braising liquid, and for that I'm using beef stock.
Beef
Make
stock,
sure you add
okay.
plenty of it. The last thing we want
Oh,
is for
plenty
that to
of it.
dry out because
Like
it
a
will be a
stew.
complete disaster.
Looks like
Now the
stew,
only thing
right?
left to do is to cover with the lid and put it in the oven at 250
you don't have,
degrees
right?
Fahrenheit
Maybe
for
we
2
can
hours.
use
Once the time was
some
up,
other,
this is what it looks like.
foil to
The
cook.
rich red color is a sign that all of the flavor have been extracted from the vegetables. Now the only thing left to
But
do
this
is
is
to remove the
just side
steak.
dish.
And as I did, I'll tell you one thing: this thing is as tender as it
Oh,
gets.
so
It is
tender.
literally
Ah.
falling apart. Don't believe me?
Harami-kana.
Check it out.
Oh,
It shreds like
yeah.
nothing.
Tender.
That was exactly what I was looking
Don't
for.
shitsu da wa.
Man, I wish you could
Looks
take a bite.
good.
Now we
Yeah.
cannot forget about all of that wonderful liquid.
Yes.
And if there's one
Oh.
advice that I can give
Ah,
you,
yes,
is
yes,
that
yes.
make sure you are generous with the amount. The flavor profile is just insane. I'm telling you right now, if you've never cooked a steak
Maybe
like
with
this,
mashed
you should give it a
potatoes.
try. Because
Mashed
this is
potato.
absolutely
Must be
delicious.
nice.
Now, in order to make
Enough.
those little
With it.
cupcakes that you saw in the beginning of the video,
cornbread.
I'm using cornbread.
Oh.
And since I have this one available in my pantry, this is the
In the
one.
US?
But honestly,
Yes,
you
but
can use
actually we
any
have
mix you
cornbread
like.
mix in
To
the
make the
studio
batter is
too.
pretty straightforward. You just gotta follow the instructions in the packaging. I threw in a little bit of milk, followed by an egg, butter, and mix it well. It does not get any easier than that.
shoot,
And as you can see, it gave me a perfect consistency.
Like this, right?
Make sure that my
Same.
cupcakes are not
Ah, yeah.
stuck.
Me
I'm
too,
using
man.
the
It's
silicone
similar.
mold. To put them together
we don't
is
have
pretty
this one.
straightforward. At the same time, I do want
What
you
is
to
that?
learn from my mistake.
Shirikonka.
One thing that I forgot is that whenever you're baking cornbread, it
make mini
rises.
muffins?
So do not do what I did, which is to overfill it. Especially
Probably
after you added the
100 yen
batter,
shop
you gotta
they
go
have.
in with the steak.
Like this.
And as you can see, I filled it up all the way to the top. The ideal thing to
Not
do
like
is
a
to leave it at
takoyaki.
halfway. And not
Grills.
But hey, I'm here to show you
Maybe
my
we can make
mistakes.
inside the
And
takoyaki
avoid.
machine.
Now the only thing left to do is to put it in the oven at
Takoyaki,
350 degrees Fahrenheit and let them
Ah,
bake.
oh, you don't
Once
have
that
one.
was done, I
Ah,
put
that's
it
good.
that this is what they look like.
Ah,
As
maybe
you can see,
takoyaki.
I didn't
Takoyaki.
reveal. But hey, I'm
This is
hoping that they
takoyaki
will taste
grill.
great. To give a little bit of
butter.
extra help, I brushed
Oh.
them with butter. Because we all know butter makes everything taste better. But
Wait. So, takoyaki machine.
And we make the cornbread stuffed with beef on the takoyaki machine.
Okay, shall we bring it?
Let's try. Oh, so we can make something similar, but with a takoyaki machine,
Takoyaki style.
but with cornbread style.
Ah, okay. So, probably interesting.
But we can try.
And now once I remove them from the mold,
Ah,
even
color,
though they
when
do
you
not
take
look
it,
perfect,
similar
I mean,
color.
it's not that bad. At the same time, the important thing is how is it gonna taste?
Good.
If I throw
Oh,
in a little bit of chives and my steak cornbread
Different
muffins
size.
were ready. Now the only thing left to do is to taste them. Talking about that, by this time my steak were ready. And as I removed them
One
out of the
day.
refrigerator,
Oh,
this
yes,
is what they look
24
like.
hours.
The one on the left is our experiment
A
steak.
bit changed.
And the interesting thing is that whitish
Oh.
color is completely gone. And both of them almost look identical. But I'll tell you one thing, the experiment steak smells like whiskey. And as always,
Whiskey
the
smell.
dry brine did its job. But now the only thing I have to do
Use
is
the
to cook
Maker's
them.
Mark
And for that, I'm
or
going to
the
be
Jack
first
Daniel.
putting a sear on them. Once that's done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of
again.
135 degrees Fahrenheit.
use
And for that, I'm going to be
thermometer.
using my
7 tons.
wireless thermometers. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to cook them. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, to pray. Oh. Okay.
Wow.
But we don't have this, right?
Yes, so we will use the frying pan and oven, I think.
Because it's too much difficult to fire
In Japan.
in Japan, in the house, in the studio.
This one, I think the fire department will come.
You have to do this outside, not inside.
弱火でね。Oh, looks good.
Oh, juicy. Oh,
いいね。
All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful feast
beautiful.
today. Are you ready?
ah.
This
So
looks
he's
good.
also the other
This
person.
looks.
Yes. Not nephew today.
Yeah.
I agree.
we've never
Yes,
seen that.
I agree.
What's up with this?
I know it looks different. It looks you guys are ready. You know, look, Mama, it's supposed to look like this. All of them.
So that's
A
like
little
the
bit weird
cutest one.
combination.
Yes, it's supposed to look like that. I
beef
mean, it's supposed to be a
with
little bite.
coffee,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Try it,
corn
Mama.
muffin.
I want to know. Listen,
Maybe
sometimes
good?
don't judge a book by its cover.
I think
Yeah,
good.
let's
Okay,
give this a
okay.
try. Cheers, everybody.
Good.
Nice.
Nice.
That's an amazing little appetizer.
The saltiness and the sweetness, like Really, really.
Salty and sweet.
This is phenomenal. Definitely recommend. All right, Mama. So we got. Oh, okay.
How many of them you want? Like,
Take it, Mama.
yeah,
Take
you
it.
can
That's
you
okay,
can
Mama.
eat it.
As
All
you
of them.
can see, Mama
How
really
many?
enjoyed it, everybody. This is amazing. It's phenomenal. I know it looks like we just have a nice dinner here with 2 steaks, but as always, I like to experiment. We got an experiment, yes? Mama, sometimes they're good.
I thought that this was the experiment.
No, sometimes my experiments are good.
Yeah.
Other times, not so much, everybody. I don't have to tell you, right? Right.
so
But this one, so here's the deal. We got steak 1 and 2.
But
That's
both
all I
look
can
good.
tell you.
Yeah.
And you gotta let them know
I think
if there's
it's
any difference.
almost the same
Sounds
color.
like blended.
But is
All right, we're gonna go with the
light
very
one
first
is more
one here.
there.
Cheers,
I think
everybody.
so.
Which is
Just an
which
amazing
is
thing.
which?
He'll
Not
tell us
much
later,
to
right?
say. It is a phenomenal steak. It is a Guga steak. Juicy,
Guga
tender
steak.
to the max. You feel that charcoal?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, because the charcoal.
Nothing different about that one.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right, Mama. That's my cousin. Nothing different
Cousin,
about it. Okay,
Mm,
ready for the second one?
Scared of that.
Oh, boy.
not Nihu.
I have to be scared with this guy.
Nisa
Has to be
Neki.
different now, right? All right, let's try this one. Smell it first and tell me if you smell anything, Mama.
Oh. 彼あんまり
Alcohol in this.
Oh my.
You can tell right away. I did
I
put some
can't tell
alcohol.
what it is, but I can smell alcohol.
You can smell some alcohol in there. Now we're gonna go in for the taste, but not strong.
No, not strong. Very
Not
faint.
strong.
Oh, I see.
But it's it.
It's a nice little hint
Ah,
of
little.
a mature
Oh.
taste. That's all I have to say. A mature taste.
Amateur
Cheers, everybody.
taste. What is amateur taste? It's a between, probably.
It's not a mature taste for you, Mama.
What?
Huh?
Amateur
I like the
taste?
steak. I like the alcohol, whatever you put in there.
Yes.
But they don't combine.
Don't
Ah.
combine.
Completely the profile taste of the steak.
No
It's like a
combine.
different steak.
It's a different steak.
Not in a good way.
No. In the beginning, it's like, oh, there's a nice flavor over here. Oh, there's another nice flavor over here. But then when they start to mash together, it's like,
Not a good combination.
Ah.
I agree 100%. Not a good combination. I would not recommend it. Definitely
Not recommended.
stick with the regular one. You will have a better experience.
Oh.
Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Eat your steak and drink the whisk separately.
that is the best.
That is the best so far. See you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
So must hopefully separate better.
Yes, I
But-
think so.
How are you gonna cook better?
So maybe, we could dry brine it and add just a little bit of whiskey. Not so much whiskey.
So he poured a lot.
And since we are in Japan, maybe we use just a little bit of Yamazaki.
Yamazaki whiskey, like this.
Yes,
The Roger House also has
Yamazaki whiskey. So
Yamazaki whiskey.
that way we can tie that video a little bit into our Japanese location.
Yes. Japanese takoyaki machine
Yes,
to make muffin.
Japanese whiskey to make the steak.
Interesting. Very Japanese style.
Yes, and maybe we use some Japanese sea salt.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but what do you think? Like, Jack Daniels and Maker's Mark has such like a, how do you call it? Taru smell, barrel smell.
I think the Yamazaki must be better.
I think Yamazaki is smoother. It has less of a strong taste.
And probably Uncle Roger like it.
Yes. So yeah, that could be fun.
Yes, I think so. We're gonna try.
Yes. So if you want to see us try this steak a little bit Japanese style, feel free to give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Probably. Okay, bye bye.
Sayonara.
Oh, nice